So today I'm going to talk to you about microgreens and why they're an excellent source of vitamins such as vitamin A, B, C and K, but also how they can help keep your green fingers green through the dark months of winter. So things you can use for microgreens include some of these packets here. So I bought these today: red cabbage, lemon basil. You've also got like proper basil, coriander, cress. I'm sure you're all familiar with the cress heads, like in eggs. Amaranth, rocket, and also you can use old packs of seeds. So these are purple sprouting broccoli, old pack. I've had a new pack of these, so these are old seed. So instead of wasting them, I'm going to put them to good use and grow them and use them as microgreens. Plants I wouldn't use as microgreens are anything from the tomato family, because the leaves are not edible. But otherwise there's a lot out there. Google, just do a search first if it is usable. Anything from, like, most brassicas, carrots, seeds, beetroots, they're all fine. All these that I've listed here, basil, rocket, they're all good to go as well. So how you want to set this up, this is a bought one. It's just got a bit of mesh and there's a water vat underneath, but you don't have to buy one. So I'm just going to put these here, these little sheets of kitchen roll, and that's what's going to be holding the seeds and the moisture. But as you can see here, if I just pop the lid off this is 1 week's growth in just an old ice cream container. You can see the cress is growing well here, nearly ready to pick. And then the purple, no, what were these, cabbage I think, they're not far behind. As you can see, they're doing quite well, but they'll be tasty microgreens. After 2 weeks they're ready to cut. And there's another pot here, as you can see, but they're just in the ice cream pots and they're stacked like that. They're a week old. So I put my dry newspaper on there. Now I'm just going to water onto the newspaper for it to like soak in to the newspaper, and then it'll soak down into the chamber below. So I just want this newspaper damp. I'm going to check underneath. Yeah, we haven't filled it with water yet. I don't want to like flood it, so I'm just going to pour that onto there. And you just want to spray this with water every few days, just to make sure it doesn't dry out. You just want to hold a bit of moisture on you, and you want to keep the tray underneath damp, because the roots will go through this and into the tray underneath of water. So I'm just going to open these over here so any fall out of the top will get caught. And I'm just going to drop a few into my hand. That's probably enough. And then I'm just going to pinch them and just sprinkle them on like that. Make sure they're all like nice and evenly distribute them throughout. And then you want to keep this on a warm, airy windowsill. Just getting plenty of light. So south facing window would be best, but if you don't have a south facing window, or your south facing window is full of other plants like mine are, a north facing will be just fine, because at the end of the day they're only there for 2 weeks. They're not going to be needing too much sunlight, because they're only little. Get rid of them onto my tray, just shake them around a bit, distribute them a bit, and that should be that side good to go. So you get a lot of seeds in these microgreen packs. Most of them have around 2,000 seeds, which is good to do 2, if not, well, yeah, probably around 2 trays, you know, croppings. But you reuse old packets of old seeds, not to waste them, which is what I like to do a lot, because, you know, there's no point wasting seeds when you could put them to good use. Seeds I would not use, you know, the ones you generally wouldn't use do last a long time, so, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about that. You can use peas, but they're a bit bigger, so they require a bit more water than these littler seeds, so you can do them easier on trays, these little ones. So here we have some coriander, so I'm thinking of doing this quite thick, just to get all these seeds in, because, so I'm not that, like, it's not that measured, and then that's it, done. So in 2 weeks then you crop these, and then you got some nice microgreens. Have I got, yeah, you can see, like, just use them like that, like a little garnish then. And they're really tasty, good for you, and hope you enjoyed, and see you next week.